Hi. So today I'm going to try Pyramid's Snowcap, which is a winter warmer ale. And I had thought that it would be categorized in the winter spiced beers category, but because it's not actually doesn't actually contain spices to flavor it, it's actually considered an old ale. And the reasoning for that is that it's brewed for strength and usually capitalizes on the caramelly notes that malt can offer, but done big for winter time. So a little bit of history about this particular style of beer. It's a traditional English ale style mashed at higher temperatures than strong ales to um, to reduce attenuation, then aged at the brewery after primary fermentation, similar to the process used for historical porters. Often had age-related character associated with stale beers. Used as stock ales for blending or enjoying at full strength. Stale or stock refers to beers that were aged or stoned for a significant period of time. Winter warmers are more a modern style are a more modern style that are maltier, fuller-bodied, and offer often darker beers that may be a brewery's winter seasonal special offering. And so that gives a little bit of background on that. Um, the strength and character in this particular style category varies widely. It fits the space between a normal gravity beer. So if you're looking at like an amber ale or an amber ale is a good example, but it's brewed to a higher strength of alcohol, then it would kind of bump up into the strong ale or the old ale category. Um, this category can include I'm sorry. So it's between normal gravity beers and barley wine. So the alcohol by volume range is about 6% to 9%, and winter warmers are a more modern style that excuse me, I'm rereading what I just read. Can include winter warmers, dark, strong, dark, mild, strong, and perhaps bitter, or excuse me, strong and perhaps darker bitters, blended strong beers, stock ale blended with mild, and lower gravity versions of English barley wine. Many English examples, particularly winter warmers, are lower than 6% alcohol by volume. This particular beer done by Pyramid is 7%, so that's part of what kind of bumps it up into the old ale or, category. So that's some information about winter ales. When we get into winter ales that are spiced, then they kind of go into a specialty category for beers that contain spices because they need to be judged separately from a category like this where we're expecting caramelly notes and a hop finish because the spices change that characteristic. So let's get in and enjoy this. So aroma wise, I definitely get malt and then a little bit of a hop bitterness. Um, Kind of a citrusy, piney hop bitterness, but there's definitely a lot of caramel undertones to this. Okay, appearance-wise, you can see it's a dark brown, and now I know that midday is the best day to do this because I actually have enough lighting that this is relatively easy to see. So it's a nice, deep, rich brown. It has a little bit of a copper color to it. It did pour with a little bit of head. It didn't really retain, but it does have some what looks like gentle carbonation. It's not big bubbles, but just a gentle carbonation, so it's probably going to have a nice, crisp finish. As far as flavor goes, mmm, this is good. Um, I tasted, my first impression was like applesauce almost, and so moderate to high fruity esters are common, may take on a dried fruit or vinous character, and so that actually is appropriate for this particular style. I don't want to say that it's a green apple flavor so much because it's not really bitter as much as it's sweet, but it's in that direction. Oops, I just want to write that sweetness applesauce, just because that's a very distinct characteristic. So it does kind of have that um, deep, like toffee-like sweetness to it. For me, I think of it as a complex sweetness that almost gives a slickness, and so that's a very specific flavor category as well. And I think that is also so it should be that category should be low to none. And so I think that it's appropriately there. It's just like a little bit of a impression more as a mouthfeel than a flavor. The hop finish um, is gentle. And it's all over a nice beer. Actually, this might be one of my favorite winter style ales. I think I've had it before, and I don't recall enough about it to. But I had it at the brewery, so I had it as a draft, which kind of changes things a little bit sometimes. But this is a really nice beer. It's um, for the malt fans in the world, it has a nice malt character, um, finishing only nicely with hops, and it's not overbearing. Sometimes I feel like one American style beers and two where they're trying to get big flavor out of it. That sometimes it can be things can get aggressively hopped, but I think that they've done a really good job with this beer. So mouthfeel wise, this is definitely a full body and it's not even a crisp carbonation, because crisp sometimes reminds me of like um, champagne, but it just has a nice carbonation. It's nicely carbonated. Overall, I really enjoyed this beer, actually. I think my overall impression is that this is an exemplary winter warmer style beer. And it also fulfills all of the style guidelines required for BJCP 19A, which is the old ale subcategory under strong ales. So if you haven't had a chance to try Pyramid's beer, Pyramid Snowcap, I definitely recommend it. And you can get it in a lot of stores, but also if you're either in Walnut Creek area or in Berkeley, I think Berkeley is where they brew out of, and but they also have a restaurant here in Walnut Creek. So stop by and give this one a try. And then they have a lot of beers that you can't buy at stores available there. And just while I'm at it, because I like it so much, sometimes they have a nitrous tapped orange cream ale, and it's like having a 50-50 bar, but in beer. It's kind of like a dessert, and it's sweet but not cloyingly so. So there's a little bit of a plug for a Pyramid orange cream ale. But check out Pyramid if you can. I find them enjoyable all the time. So thanks, Pyramid, for this beer. It's really great. Let me know your favorite winter warmers and winter ales. I would like to give some more a try as we move into the fall and cold weather. Share your comments down below. Share this video with people that you think might enjoy this beer or might enjoy my channel in general. I am just 500 views, I think, and so I want to celebrate at 1,000 views because that would be a nice milestone. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.